Hey yo, what is up, guys? Your boy's back with yet another WWE review, and today it's Extreme Rules 2012. And the reason I wanted to review this show is because it actually has one of my favorite main events ever on it. Not necessarily like a review, but like I just really want to talk about some of the matches because this is like one of the most iconic WWE shows. It's probably definitely the best Extreme Rules show WWE has ever done, and I didn't get the chance to review it last year, and I don't know if I'll get the chance this year. So let's talk about it. All right, so one of the opening matches on the show was Kane versus Randy Orton, and now this is a rematch from WrestleMania. They carried it on in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So the match started. They had like a little bit of a back and forth in the ring. I think Randy Orton ends up getting thrown out in the outside, and Randy Orton picks up a lead pipe, and so he starts attacking Kane with the lead pipe until they eventually brawl throughout all the crowd into the backstage area. So yeah, definitely using the Falls Count area stipulation until they eventually come out to like the ringside, and they hit each other with kendo sticks and stuff in this match until eventually like Randy Orton hits Kane with the DDT over on the announce table. Like that probably sucked, but yeah. So we have that moment in the match, and then eventually Randy Orton hits the RKO on the chair in the ring. Funny enough how they brawl all the way through the crowd to end up back in the ring before the match ends. So yeah, I think Kane was going for the choke slam on the chair. Randy Orton counters into the RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton, your winner. All right, so the next match we go. So I guess I should say it wasn't a great match, wasn't a bad match. It was just really good for what it was, just a solid opener. So yeah, good stuff here. Moving on to Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, and I think this is like probably one of Daniel Bryan's best matches on the main roster. Well, in WWE, this match is an all-time great match. Great match between him and Sheamus here. As you can tell, Sheamus every once in a while just has like a totally amazing match, and this is no different. Especially at this time in 2012, Sheamus was really, really over. He was a really great wrestler back. He still is a great wrestler, but yeah, Sheamus was absolutely amazing here in this match, and this is actually one of my favorite matches of the 2010s. They only rested for 18 seconds at WrestleMania. It was just a bro kick, but here they actually got to see what was gonna transpire, what could have been at WrestleMania. And yeah, just an amazing wrestling match, just back and forth with strikes, with wrestling, with the grappling holds, like a lot of the unique counters they did into like pins and stuff. I'm really, really, really sorry, guys. So yeah, there was, then they went like back and forth. Like this is just intense stuff, just back and forth for like 20 minutes. Like Sheamus, he broke up the clover leaf. I believe this is around the time he started using the clover leaf. So yeah, that move that Gunther did, the fake tap to, this is where I think around the time he started using it. So Sheamus had a really unique offense at the time, as still does. Daniel Bryan, again, it's Daniel Bryan doing that awesome, like running up the rope, running up the turnbuckle backflip. Absolutely amazing. Trying to fight Sheamus into the label lock and like kicking the turnbuckle into his face and kicking at the arm until he eventually got disqualified. He realized what he did and then make Sheamus pass out in the label lock, leading into the third fall, which like again, like this was amazing, like really, really intense last like 2 minutes of the match where like Sheamus hit the bro kick and then Daniel Bryan managed to kick out of it, and then Sheamus manages to hit another bro kick, and that like ends the match. And this was just a star-making performance for Daniel Bryan. Just an absolutely amazing match, and anyone who hasn't seen it, go and see it. Like, you're missing out. This is one of the best WWE matches, and maybe second best match of Sheamus's career, because that one with Gunther was just a total clanger. So, yeah. Next up, a match I want to talk about here is a match that, this is weird because it's like you think I would have loved this match, but I never really loved it the way other people do. It's not that it's not a great match. It's just that I can't, like, it's just not a match like that I personally go back to for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. So CM Punk, mad over in Chicago. He always is. It's his turf. He can do no wrong there. And yeah, so he has the great match with Chris Jericho here, really good match. This match had a really amazing build to it, with CM Punk having, is he an alcoholic? Is he having a bender like his father? Are you an addict like your sister? So yeah, the CM Punk's family was in the crowd, and Chris Jericho did like get involved with them, and then the girls like his CM Punk's sister slaps him in the face, and yeah, so there is that whole aspect which I did like, where Jericho kept taunting the family and stuff. The match in the ring though, I don't know what it was about it. It never really like clicked with me. I don't know why. I don't know. It just never came off like that brutal of a street fight. I think it's kind of the issue with it. I don't know. Both guys were dressed for a street fight, so that was really cool about it. CM Punk, he slipped coming off the ropes. I think that's because Jericho poured a bunch of alcohol all over him, and CM Punk, he had an awesome elbow through the announce table, which was really cool. There was the moment where CM Punk has him in the Anaconda Vice, and Jericho grabs the kendo stick and starts hitting him with it, and Jericho getting CM Punk in the walls of Jericho, and CM Punk using the fire extinguisher to get out of it. So yeah, there was like some really, really good stuff here, and it is a good match. I cannot say it was better than Daniel Bryan match. So it was just a good match overall. And you know what? If you're a big CM Punk fan, big Jericho fan, definitely check this out. Or just a big fan of wrestling, obviously this is a really good match. Nothing offensive here. I don't know what it is about this match. It just never really, it's just not an all-timer with me, I guess. Weirdly enough, and it never really has been. Even when I first watched it all the way to now, my opinions never really changed on the matter. So kind of strange with that one. So next up, we got to talk about one of my favorite matches ever. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Main event, obviously. Now, a lot of people are like, well, the championship should have main evented. There's no way that match was better than this match. And yeah, Brock coming back, just an absolute shock to the world. I think people kind of knew, and he was in WWE 12, so people kind of knew Brock was coming back because there was that whole sign in the crowd. So yeah, so one of the best matches, not just of 2012 or of the 2010s, in history of the WWE. This match, it's so different from any other match, main event wise, in this entire company's history, and it was just a straight up ass whooping. Brock just looked like an absolute bear attack went off. Like this thing, it had the atmosphere of a fight in school. That's the best way to describe this. Like the way everyone was just standing on their feet watching this. Like you will look out in the crowd, everyone's on their feet, not just cheering, but they're all like it's like a schoolyard fight, where there's the whole circle around and everyone's watching. That's what this was like. And this match, it got scary at points with the way Brock just beat the shit out of Cena early and cut his face, and John kept trying to rush back in and kept getting taken down and beaten up by Lesnar. And then John Cena's going for the chain, and Brock wraps the chain around his legs and hangs him up on the ring apron and just starts kicking his ass there. That thing was brutal. The way he just suplex, and then I think he had a couple suplexes here. This is kind of before Suplex City, but yeah, definitely just having his way with Cena here. And then he hits the F5, which takes out the referee, which kind of allows Brock to get back into the match, which allows Cena to get back into the match. And this match had a really, really freaking one of the most wild spots of the match is where Cena's on the apron and Brock comes across on the ring steps and knees Cena, but then he himself goes flying over. So it's holy shit. When that happened, that was absolutely nuts. And then finally Brock goes for that again, but Cena, he grabs the chain, he just slams it right into Brock's face and just busts him wide open. He hits the attitude adjustment, and yeah, this match, and hits the attitude adjustment on the steps. And yeah, John Cena wins, but at what cost? Because yeah, absolute 5-star match here. One of just the best matches. I can't even say, you have to watch this match. It is just absolutely insane to watch. The first time you watch it, you're like, holy shit. I remember when I was a kid and I watched this match, I'd watch it multiple times. I'm like, damn. Or that awesome moment where Cena just gets back up and he's like, you can't see me, boy. And then Brock just proceeds just to beat the shit out of him even more. So yeah, an absolute all-timer right here. I know Cena, he cut that promo after and he's like, I'm going to go away for a little while. just kidding, I'll divorce my wife. I miss you guys. So that always kind of cracks me up a little bit. That's why Cena was supposed to go away for a little while. But yeah, this is probably Cena's biggest win of 2012. And yeah, it kind of set him on the trajectory for what would come in the future with the match with The Rock the following year. So yeah, really good stuff here. And yeah, really great show by WWE, Extreme Rules 2012. Absolutely amazing show. So hopefully I'll be back with some more 2003, 2005, and 2013 reviews. Stay tuned for some Night of Champions reviews. So try to get some of those up next week. And yeah, peace out, guys.